wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then? M+Wiz, which alerts on potential entry for trending stocks, might do the trick for you. Is that all for the Wiz feature? Not at all. To find out more, please visit us at mplusonline.com/wiz. Have you ever wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then? M+Wiz, which alerts on potential entry for trending stocks, might do the trick for you. Is that all for the Wiz feature? Not at all. To find out more, please visit us at mplusonline.com/wiz.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone are doing well today. Thank you for joining us for the Technical Analysis Series, ASMR RSI. First, before I start, I would like to get a flavor from you guys. Can you hear my voice clearly? Can you guys hear my voice? If let's say you can hear my voice, you may leave a comment on the comment box below. Okay, so that I know that you can hear my voice clearly. Very good evening to everyone. Okay, I hope today the lessons will be grateful and will be useful to you guys. Okay, if let's say my voice is clear, then you may leave a comment on below. Okay, So I think the voice is clear. Everyone can hear my voice. Again, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing very well today, and hope you guys have your dinners already. Okay. Um, Today we would like to share about the technical analysis series. The continuous of the ASMR, which is the R of today, which is the RSI. So today we are going to see the RSI and how we're going to use RSI in our daily trading. Okay. So just a brief introduction of myself. Hi, I am Joey here. I'm Joey here. I'm a Clavy dealer representative of Klang Valley. Okay, I'm a dealer representative of Klang Valley, and good evenings, everyone, again. Okay, today we are going through a very simple, a very relaxed sections regarding how we're going to use the RSI in our trading. Okay, notice that the market has been slow recently. So I hope that this trading analysis, technical analysis will be able to help you guys in your tradings. Okay, so let we begin with our slide. Okay, before I start, I would like to state some disclaimer. Okay, so the ideas expressed are solely the opinions of the speaker. Okay, the content of these slides is provided as general information only and should not be taken as the investment advice. All the content shall not be taken as a recommendations to buy or sell any security or financial instrument. Any action that you take as a result of the information, analysis, or commentary of these slides is ultimately your responsibility. So please consult your investment advisor before making any investment decisions. So before you make any investment decisions, you may consult to your dealer or reminder or even your investment advisor. Okay. The focus today is very easy. Okay, we will focus on what is RSI, and we will talk about the momentum, the RSI momentums, and the signal bring by the RSI. So this will be the focus today. So today we are going through a very relaxed and very simple trading analysis. Okay, so if let's say you like our channel, please do share, like, and subscribe our YouTube or our M Plus Online Facebook. Let me begin with what is RSI. Okay, RSI is known as the Relative Strength Index. Okay, the indicator was developed by J. W. Wallace Wider Journal and introduced in his seminal 1978 books, which is the New Concepts in Technical Trading Systems. So the RSI is actually a technical indicator that designed to measure the speed and the change of the price movements. So the relative strength index is a momentum indicator that measures the level of recent price changes to elaborate the overbought and oversold condition in the price of a stock. So this is actually a very well-known technical indicator that used in our daily tradings. So if let's say you are very new to the trading, you may use the RSI, and later on I will show you how to enable it in your platform, in your M Plus platforms. Okay, so this RSI is known as Relative Strength Index. So later on I will use the short form, which is the RSI, or the throughout all the sharing sections today lah. Okay, next, the RSI is also provides the technical traders with the signal about the bullish and bearish price momentum of a particular stock. So bullish is usually we use it as the uptrend. Bearish is where the downtrends. So usually this RSI is to indicate the overbought and oversold. Okay, oversold and overbought condition of the price, and we can also know the bullish and bearish of the price. These RSIs is actually now become one of the popular oscillator indices being used by the investor. Okay, I think there is some problem with the calculation which not been shown here. It's actually RSI is actually calculate by using the calculation as 100 plus the 1 minus 180. Okay, so the calculation is actually as 100 minus bracket 100 divided by average gains divided by the average losses. So this one you can check it through the slide lah, later on. We'll skip to the calculations because in M plus system it's actually default, so you don't have to calculate the RSI. It will be default in the system for you guys. So one click and then it will enable the RSIs for you. So next, we're going to the RSI generally oscillates between 0 and 100. So it's considered as overbought when above 70. So this is very important. So you have to remember that what is the condition when the RSI is overbought. So the RSI is considered as overbought when above 70 and oversold when below 30, as well as the RSI may be geared up for a trend reversal or corrective pullbacks in the stock price. So you might be very blurred right now. You don't know what is the overbought and the oversold conditions. I will show you on later on what is the overbought and what is the oversold of the RSI. So basically, the investor can use the RSI to identify the general trend and also entry or exit signal for trading use. So the RSI is actually very useful to determine first the overbought and oversold conditions, which you may use it for the trends, reversal, or even the entry or exit signal. So later on, I will show you the results. I mean the example on how to use RSI in our trading, so you don't have to worry that you don't understand or you don't have any ideas on how RSI is going on. So because we are going to show you later on how to use the RSI in the trading. This is RSI in our M Plus online platform. Okay, from the chart you can see this is going to derive. You can get the chart from our M Plus platform, which is the M Plus Wizlight. All you want to do is that you just right click on your mouse and then you will see an M Plus Wizlight, which is free in your platform. You can enable it if let's say those who are open up your platform right now, you may try to enable it into your chart. Okay, always remember one thing is that whenever you open up a chart, always enable the volume as well. Always enable the volume together with the indicator. Okay, to get RSI indicator in M Plus platform, first you have to do is that you open up the Wizlight or any chart that available in our M Plus lah. So you just click on the indicator, and then you go to the RSI. You enable the RSI as what I shown in the system lah, what you can see right now. Okay, the system is actually default. The RSI system in M Plus is actually default by the setting of the period is 14 days. The lower limit percentage will be 30. Upper limit percentage will be 70. So this is default things where you don't have to calculate the RSI by yourself. Okay, because I think some of you are very new here. You think that how to calculate RSI? How am I going to do the RSI? No worry. In M Plus, everything is by default, and we have setting it up for you. All you need to do is just enable it in the charts that available. So you just go to the indicator and then you click on the RSI. Okay, for those who are just coming in, for those who are just coming in, you will just have to click on the right click of your mouse in the M Plus platform, and then you will see the chart over here. And just press on the indicator and enable the RSI as well as the volume. Remember, volume together with the indicators. Next, before we going through deeply what is RSI, we are going to talk about what is overbought as well. because I've talked a lot about the overbought and oversold at the previous slide, right? So I think you might be very blur about what is overbought. So I'm going to dig into what is overbought first and what is oversold first before we go into the RSI, because we have to click out the basics before we go to the deeper on the RSI. First, what is overbought? Okay, from you can see from the chart here, overbought is actually the price where is the price is relatively high. Okay, it touched the resistance and it might decrease to a lower prices, which is will by you might seeing a pullback. So this is where the overbought situations, okay, where the price is relatively high and might decrease, lower the prices. Okay, the price may decrease lower. This is what we say as the overbought. Next, what is oversold? Oversold is actually from the chart you can see the green color box. Okay, focus on the green color box on the chart. Okay, all these charts is actually derived from the M plus with light. So if let's say you want to get the chart same as mine, the candlestick chart the same as mine, then you can go to our M plus with light. Okay, so remember that oversold is when the price is relatively low and the price may increase higher at the end of the results. So this is where the oversold price oversold happens. Okay, so what is overbought? To recap, what is overbought? Overbought is where the price is relatively high and may decrease lower. So the red color box is the indicate the overbought, and the oversold is that the price is relatively low and may increase higher. This is what we call as the oversold. Okay, remember what is overbought and what is oversold, because we will going through very deeply. We're going through a lot regarding this overbought and oversold for this RSI. Next, interpretations of RSI. So from the RSI chart, okay, the main horizontal RSI reference level is 70 and 30. Okay, as I show you just now in our M plus with slide. Okay, the default is 70 and 30. So if the RSI values of 70 and above, it indicates that the stock is under overbought or bearish signal. So this shows that the trend is having a reversal or correctively price pullbacks. So what is a value, RSI value of 70 and above indicates? It indicates that it's a overbought and it might having a downtrend or bearish signal. So this is what we're saying as a RSI overbought. Okay, next we're going to the RSI oversold. So if the RSI oversold, the RSI values of 30 and below, it indicates that the stock is actually under oversold or a bullish signal, which is going to have a rebound. So there might be a trend reversal or a price rebound. So RSI value of 30 and below indicates that the stock is oversold and it might having a uptrend. So this is what we call as the RSI oversold. So remember these two things. Okay, one is above 70, one is below 30. Above 70 is overbought, below 30 is oversold. Okay, this is what we can interpret from the RSI horizontal reference level. So this is the RSI overbought. Okay, this chart also derived from the M plus with light, which you can find it out in our M plus with light. So overbought is actually happens when RSI value 70 and above. So this is the region where 70 and above is the region where the RSI is actually overbought. So it might having a pullback if let's say it touch and hit to overbought region. So this is what is the RSI overbought. And next is RSI oversold. So RSI oversold happens when it below the 30 levels and and below. So there's a minor mistake on the slide. So RSI oversold is when the RSI value of 30 and below, which is the oversold period. Next, the RSI readings may fall into a band or range during a trend. So during an uptrend, the RSI tends to stay above 70 stay above 30 and hit 70 areas. So the RSI tends to remain in the range of 40 to 80, where the 40 and 50 zone acting as a support. Okay, later on I will show you guys a chart on the RSI lah. Okay, so during an uptrend, the RSI tends to stay above 30 and hit 70 areas. So the 40 and 50 zones were acting as a support. Next, during a downtrend, the RSI tends to stay below 70 and hit the 30 areas. So the RSI tends to stay between 10 to 60 range, where the 50 to 60 zone acting as a resistance. Okay, so remember two things. One is the overbought and oversold. Okay, overbought and oversold. So if let's say if a downtrend is happening, it will be having a overbought where the it having a let me say if a downtrend, the RSI tend to stay below 70 and hit 30 area. So from the upper to the lower, so meaning from the RSI 70 hit down to the 30 area. So the RSI tend to stay between 10 to 60 range, where the 50 to 60 zone acting as a resistance. But during the uptrend, it will be vice versa, where the RSI tend to stay above the 30 and hit 70 areas. So this is what we can say to be uptrend or downtrend for the RSI. Next, during a strong trend, okay, the RSI may remain in overbought or oversold region for extended periods. So it not necessarily have to be coming down very fast. For RSI, it not necessarily coming down very fast. It may remain in the overbought or oversold regions for extended periods. So if during a downtrend, the RSI is unable to reach 30 or below, and then rallies above 70, it will most likely show that the downtrend has weakened and could have reversing to the upsides. So this is what we call as probably the weakness of the RSI. So this is an example of how it's going to be reversing through the upside if let's say during the downtrend of RSI. But if let's say during the uptrend, the RSI is unable to reach 70 and above and then decline below 30, it will most likely to show that the uptrend has been weakened and could be revising to the downside. So theoretically, we can see that during downtrend, RSI is unable to reach 30 or below. Then if rallies above 70, it will most likely having a downtrend weakening. But during an uptrend, it unable to reach 70 and decline below 30, it most likely showing that the uptrend has been weakened and could be revising to the downside. So this is the interpretations of the RSI in theory. So we will going through after we going through all the theories, we're going through for the practical things. Okay, we're going to the case studies for RSI overbought. Okay, I will show you a few examples of RSI overbought and RSI's oversold. Okay, so that you guys will be more familiar on how we're going to use it to the tradings. Okay, next, if let's say you are opening your charts or opening your platform, please do opening up the wizard so that you're able to monitor and you're able to go through everything with us. So remember one thing, overbought is the value of 70 and above. Okay, the RSI value of 70 and above. So case study number 1. We're going to case study number 1. We can show that this will be a chart of Bursa Malaysia. Okay, Bursa 1818. So first step you have to do is look for the overbought regions. Okay, we look for the overbought regions. It will be shown at the period over here. You see the arrow here, the box, the black color box over here. Okay, it's actually showing that the RSI is actually rarely at the 70 and above periods, where it's shown that it's a overbought regions. Okay, it's an overbought region. Okay, at the end of the chart, you can see the arrow over here. Okay, so first you have to do is look for the overbought region. If let's say you want to you are entering the things and you want to look for the exit signal, you don't know how to exit, probably you can look at the overbought region first. Okay, next, what you can do after you find out the overbought regions. So you have to draw a resistance on the chart. Okay, if let's say you don't know how to draw the resistance and support of a chart, please feel free to watch back our videos in the Facebook. Okay, we have a lots of video recording in the Facebook, our page. Please feel free to look at it and learn from it. Okay, let's say you have anything, you may drop in the chat box as well. So secondly, what you have to do after you have identified the overbought region, you will have to draw a resistance on the charts. Okay, so the resistance of the chart, the third step, you have drawn the resistance of the chart. Where you can find the resistance of charts, you just take the higher high of the periods. Okay, the higher high, and compare with the lower low of the periods before this. So this will be your resistance level. Once it's touched and unable to break out, then it should be your resistance. So when are we going to get the signal of exit? Okay, we have found the overbought, we have found the resistance, but when I'm going to exit, okay, we might consider to exit when the overbought regions, the RSI line, the red color line in RSI, you see the RSI here, right? When the red color line in the RSI, they can cross below the 70 regions, 70% regions, the RSI horizontal 70 line. So in this value, if let's say it closed down, it meaning that the uptrend is actually weakening. So the uptrend is actually weakening, and it might have a reversal pullback. So this is the point that we might consider to take profits. Okay, so once we get the things that we cross below the 70 line, okay, we get a reversal confirmations, and then you can see from the chart that I've drawn here, is actually after they cross down the 70 overbought region 70, so it happening to get a lower high and lower high at the row from the periods. You can see from the chart here, the arrow, red color arrow here, is actually forming a lower low, a lower high, and lower high. So it means that the uptrend is actually finished, and it will be having a downtrend where the profit takings have been happened. So this is a time where you have considered, when you find out the overbought region, you have to monitor the chart. Okay, wait for the significance reversal confirmations, where you can put it with the candlestick. Okay, if let's say the candlestick in black color, I hope everyone know that the black colors indicate that there's the closing price is lower than the previous day closing price. So that's why it's a black color. Okay, if it's a non-color, this one white color candle, is mean that the closing price today is actually higher than the previous day closing price. So that's why it's a white color candle. So what you can see is from the chart here, when we saw overbought region, it closed below 70, then it will be a confirmation for the reversal downtrend. At this point, you might be able to consider to take profits. Next, we're going to second case study. Also, we are using Bursa, but this different time frame. Okay, it's different time frame. Okay, from here you can see that first step we have to do is that when we scroll down the chart, make sure that you enable the volume, and make sure the candlestick is actually long enough for you to read through all the candlestick together. Okay, first look for the overbought regions. Okay, where is the overbought region over here? It's in the box that I draw. Okay, it's in the black color box that I draw. Okay, we have identified the overbought regions. What we have to do next? Okay, what we have to do next? We have to draw a resistance on the chart. Okay, where we can find the resistance? We can write it through the higher high where it reached but it not able to break out, and compared to the last period of time. So we can see from the chart here, is actually the higher high is the black color line that I draw here. So it will be the resistance where it not able to break out, and it might have a pullback after the touching of the resistance for twice. So this is a double top here. Okay, so for those who are not really familiar with the candlesticks and not sure how to do the resistance and support, please feel free to watch our video in the Facebook. So we have in different language. If let's say you have any question, you can drop in the box as well. So the overbought region, you can see from here, okay, at the box that I've drawn, the black color box that I've drawn. Okay, during these overbought regions, we can see that the RSI is actually tends to stay in the overbought region, which is above 70. So when is the signal to go take profits? Where is the signal for the uptrend for weakening? We can see when it close below the 70 periods. So this is where the price have been the uptrend has been weakening, and we might consider to have a profit taking. So this is the confirmation, the reversal confirmation downtrends. Of course, everything in the RSI you have to also consider to add on with the support and resistance, as well as different indicator for the stronger signal for exit and for exits and entry price. So for this Bursa, we can see the overbought regions we have found. But when we're going to have a signal where we have to go out, it might be the cross below the 70 overbought region, which means the uptrend has been weakening. So we can see from the chart is actually the red color arrow there. You focus on the red color arrow. After the weakening of the RSI, is actually show that it crossed below 70. It's showing that the price of the chart, you see the Bursa price of the chart is actually forming a lower low, and lower low, or even you can see that it's actually forming a lower high and lower high. Okay, this is where we say that the reversal confirmation for a downtrend. Okay, next case study number 3. We look at the Franken. Okay, Franken. Where is the overbought regions? Where is the overbought region? First, you look at for the overbought region. The overbought region is actually above the 70. Okay, sorry that I always repeat for the same things, because this is very important. So that's why I repeat every time. So overbought regions where the 70 is above, the RSI line is above 70. Okay. After you look for the overbought, what you can do is that you draw a resistance chart. Okay, resistance. Where is the resistance? Resistance is where the chart, the candle is not able to break through and it form a reversal. So this is the resistance. So we can see from here, we found out the resistance, we found out the overbought. When we should take actions for this, okay, when we should take action from this based on this chart that we see. Okay, we should take action when it close below the 70 line. Okay, so when it close below the 70 line, the RSI close below the 70 line, it meaning that it might have a weakening in the price. So we might consider to take profit at this point of level. So as you can see from the chart, the red color downtrend, okay, the arrow that I show. So it's actually forming a lower low, and lower low. So what you can see from here, once you have saw the overbought and is in the overbought regions for a few times, and it crossed below the 70, it might be the chance for us to take profits. So this is what we can see from the RSI. So remember two things. One is the RSI overbought region is above 70. Okay, and then one is the cross below the 70 line. We might consider to take profits. Okay, that's all from the RSI overbought. We will go into the RSI oversold. Okay, for the case study for RSI oversold, before we start, we can see that the oversold is actually periods of 30 and below. So this is where the oversold is happening. Okay, oversold happens when the RSI value of 30 and below. We go to the RSI oversold case study number 1. So first, what we have to do, the step 1 we have to do is same with overbought. We look for the oversold regions. This will be the hibiscus charts that I retrieved from the M+ slide. Okay, from the chart here, we can see that we focus on the black color box that I have highlight and the arrow that have been showing. So this is a region where it's shown that the oversold below the 30 line. Okay, RSI line fall below the 30%. So that is the where the condition is that the RSI is below 30 and it show a oversold. Next, after we find out the oversold regions, we draw a support level at the chart. Okay, support level of the chart. So we use back the previous resistance, which is not able to break out. We use back the previous resistance as one of the support. So the support line is actually roughly like 0.72 lah. Okay, roughly at this level of 0.72. So this will be the support line. So once we have getting the support line to again, we can show that we can find out where we should. Probably this has been I think the banner has been used out the things right. So the thing is that when it cross above the reversal, that happens when it cross above 30%. So when you see the oversold regions and the RSI is actually close above the 30 regions, we can see that it might be a rebound. It might be a rebound. So in this area, we can consider to enter. So this is what we confirm as the reversal confirmation uptrend. Where are we going to enter? We're only going to enter when it cross above the 30 line, where it show a strong confirmation of the uptrend for the RSI. Okay, so when you see from the chart the red color arrow, you can see that it's actually forming a higher high, and higher high from the ends to 70 cents, 72 cents to 88 cents. So this is where the uptrend is actually confirmed. Okay, when to enter? We might be considered to enter when it above the RSI is above the the 30 line. So this is what we can see from the oversold. Okay, oversold happens when the line is actually trending below 30% and it cross above the 30% and hit the 70%, and it might form a reversal uptrend. Case study number 2. Okay, so first step, we're going to look at the Karamin here. First steps also, we have to monitor about the oversold region. Where is the oversold regions? Okay, where is the oversold region? We can see from the oversold region here is that very obvious. Okay, is in the black color box that I've drawn. Okay, if let's say you are having your platform in front of you, probably you can try to enable it also lah. You can try to monitor it yourself and then see what is going on the charts. Okay. First, we look for the oversold regions. So the oversold regions is actually below the 30% of the RSI chart. Okay, 30% below 30 of the RSI. So we can see here about the level on the middle here, the Karamin is actually having a oversold at the RSI indicator. So after we look for the oversold region, we draw a support level at the chart. We draw a support level of the chart. The reason for us to draw the support and resistance level is that for us to monitor it more clearly. So that you're able to know whether this is the support or not. Okay, which is resistant or not. So this is for your trading advance. So once we have get the support level, okay, we will see which is the timing for us to enter. So which is the timing for us to enter? We might consider to enter when it above 30%, when it cross the RSI cross above the 30 RSI horizontal line. So we might be considered to enter, waiting for a rebound. Probably we can test for a rebound during above the 30%. So once we have entered, we might be seeing a profit. We can see here this is an example. Okay, this is an example. We can see that it crossed above, right? Probably we can think that we enter at the 58 cents. We wait for confirmations. Okay, we wait for confirmation. We enter and it form a higher high, and higher high. You can see from the red color arrow. Okay, we form a higher high, and higher high, which it might be rebound from the 56 cents to 82 cents, something like this. Okay, of course, all these indicators is actually adding up with most of the reasons, right? Probably for Karamin is the oil price, and there's more and more study that we can use up to add on with the indicator to get a strong confirmations for the uptrend or downtrend. Okay, so for this RSI reversal confirmation uptrends, we can see when during the oversold periods, we might be considered to enter during the crossover of the 30 30 RSI horizontal line. So we go to the case study number 3. Okay, first we're going to look for the oversold region. Again and again. Remember that if let's say the RSI is below 30, then it's oversold. RSI above 70 is overbought. Okay, oversold meaning that there's a possibility for a rebound. Overbought meaning there's a possibility for a pullback for the stock price. Okay, so this is the Dayang stock chart. Okay, this is Dayang stock chart. You can see that from the chart here. Okay, that I have drawn. I have seen the black color box that have been highlighted. Okay, this actually the overbought regions is on the periods that have been highlighted lah. Okay, below 30. Okay, below 30, and then we draw a support on the chart. Okay, we draw a support on the chart for your reference. We can see where is the support level of this, and then we might consider to rebound, to wait for a rebound. So when is the entry point? We might consider to entry when is above 30. So when is this above? When it is above 30. So the result of the confirmation uptrend is that we have saying that the price has been rebound from 88 to 96. Okay, 88 to roughly like 1.08 something lah. So this is the confirmation uptrend. So always remember that waiting for the confirmations, adding on with the chart and the candlestick pattern as well as the support and resistance is very important when you're using a indicator. Okay, the indicator itself is very strong, but if let's say you add up with all the indicator like the charts and support resistance, it will be more stronger. It will become more stronger. So always remember that use your knowledge in your charts to get a better confirmations. Okay, after we going through the RSI overbought and RSI oversold, we are going through the RSI divergence. Okay, I think most of you guys have heard about the MACD divergence, stochastic divergence. It's actually the same things. Okay, it's actually the same divergence, meaning that it has been occur when the price is actually getting a lower, but the indicator shown is getting higher. Okay, so this is what we say as the RSI the divergence. So RSI divergence is actually consists of two, okay, which is the RSI bullish divergence and bearish divergence. So the RSI bullish divergence normally occurs when the RSI creates an oversold reading followed by a higher low that matches the correspondingly lower lows in the price. Again, I repeat, RSI bullish divergence, okay, normally occur when the RSI creates an oversold reading to follow by a higher low that match corresponding lower low in the stock price. Okay, so this indicates the increasing bullish momentum and a breakout above the oversold territory could be used to trigger a new buy entry. So this is what we are saying as the bullish divergence. So bearish divergence will be the next story, which is the vice versa of the bullish divergence. So what is bearish divergence? I will show you later on. So today we're going to go through the bullish divergence first. Let's go to the case study number 1. Sorry, I think there's a mistake over here. Okay, we go through the bearish divergence. Okay, what is bearish divergence? Okay, bearish divergence is actually the vice versa of a bullish divergence. Okay, a bearish divergence occurs when the RSI creates an overbought reading followed by a lower high that matches corresponding higher highs on the price. So this indicates that the increasing bearish momentum. Okay, bearish meaning that the downtrend momentum and a break above overbought territory could be used to trigger a new exit entry. Sorry, a new exit lah. Sorry, there's a typo over here. So RSI divergence indicates that the current trend is losing strength. Okay. So this is what we call as the bullish RSI divergence. As you can see from the chart, it's actually a very simple chart. Okay, just for your indications, the price is actually having a lower low, lower low, but the indicator is having higher high and higher high. We indicate that the red color line is actually the RSI lah. Okay, we indicate that the red color line is actually RSI indicator, and the blue color line will be the price, the stock price. Okay, so we can see the stock price is actually getting lower low and lower low. Okay, getting lower low and lower low, but the indicator is actually higher high and higher high. So this is where the bullish RSI divergence might be occur. So if let's say you have monitored this kind of charts in your trading, please do remember to put it into your watch list. Okay, put it into your watch list so that you can monitor it every day, waiting for a rebound. So it might getting a chances for you to get a very good profit using this divergence. Okay, so we go to the case study. So this will be the case study that I mentioned. So first, what you can see is that you identify the divergence area. Okay, identify the divergence area. If let's say you are not able to go through you are not able to identify the candlestick, actually what you can do is that it's my practice. I will always make the candles become longer so that my chart will be maybe longer. I can read through all the charts and the pattern will be more easily to read through. Okay, from this chart top left here you can see why I use this is because at the period of you focus on the red color line, red color arrow. I try to select this because you see that it's actually forming a lower low. The price we going to the price first. Okay, the price is actually getting a lower low and lower low. But when you can see at the RSI indicator, you see the red color RSI indicator is actually forming a higher high and a higher high, a higher low and higher low. So once you identify that the chart is having a lower low and lower in the price, but the RSI indicator is having a higher high and a higher high. So this is the place where the divergence could be happens. So after you monitor the things, you identify the divergence area, remember to put it into your watches. Okay, monitor it every day, waiting for the breakout. Okay. So as you can see, from just now, I mentioned that the RSI bullish divergence is actually normally occurs when the RSI creates an oversold reading followed by a higher low that matches corresponding lower lows in the price. So easily to say that the price is getting lower, but the indicator RSI line is actually getting higher and higher. So this is where we can see that it might having a divergence. Okay, once we monitor for a breakout, we usually identify the signal together with the volume. So one is starting to see that the indicator is actually during the overbought regions. Just now we were saying that there might be a uptrend during the overbought regions where it above the 30, where above the 30. Sorry, it's oversold region. Sorry, pardons. Okay, I talk again. I repeat it again. So when we see that the indicator is actually during at the oversold regions, okay, and when is the confirmation is that we notice that it's actually closing above the 30 periods and with volume. So you can see from the chart there is actually the growth counter, the top growth is actually breaking out during the 2.3 here, the area that I have been drawing up with the volume. So this is the confirmation we might try to enter for it. And the percentage of return for it will be roughly like 48% if let's say you're able to catch up the bullish divergence. So next we're going through to the bearish RSI divergence. So different with the bullish, bearish divergence is where the price is actually getting higher and higher, but the indicator is getting lower and lower. So this is the difference between the bullish divergence and bearish divergence. So the bearish divergence is RSI divergence is occur when the price is getting higher and higher, it forming a higher high and a higher high, but the indicator is forming a higher low and forming a lower low and lower low. So we go to the case study. This is CMSB during the periods GSP, okay, where you can identify the divergence area. So once every time you saw a chart with a divergence, remember to draw an arrow like mine. Okay, so that you're able to monitor it. Do remember in our M plus risk, like you can always the indicator always be safe, and the error that you have drawing is actually be safe in the system lah. So you don't have to worry next time you open up it will be gone. But make sure it's the same device. So first, you identify the divergence area. So like mine, I've actually identified the divergent areas as the area that have been drawn. So once you have identified the divergence area, we wait for the signal. Okay, so this is the bearish divergence. Remember, the price is getting higher and higher, creating a lower, the higher high, and higher high. But the RSI indicator is actually forming a lower low, and lower low. So this is the situation where the bearish divergence will be happen. So RSI creates an overbought reading followed by a low high that matches corresponding higher highs on the price. So you see that during the overbought regions, okay, the price is actually going up, and during the overbought regions, the RSI is followed by a lower high that matches a corresponding higher highs on the price. So we wait for the confirmations. Okay, we wait for confirmation, and once it hit the resistance, then we might consider to take profit first. Okay, so this is where we identify the signal. So the signal is when it at the overbought regions and close below the 70. So this is where we might consider to go take profit. So if let's say you don't take profits, this will be the situations. Okay, this is a divergence that will be forming. Okay, from 2 ringgit to 1 ringgit, it's roughly like for 50%. So this is what happened to bullish divergence and bearish divergence. So after all of the RSI that have been mentioned, they may be limitations of the RSI. So basically, the RSI signal are most reliable when they converge on to the long-term trend. Okay, the true reversal signals are infrequent and could be difficult to separate from the false alarm. So, example, a false positive, for example, would be a bullish crossover followed by a sudden decline in the stock, and vice versa. So, RSI display momentum. It can stay at overbought or oversold for a long time. Therefore, the RSI is useful in an oscillating market where the stock price is alternating between bullish and bearish momentum. Therefore, RSI can be combined with other indicator in the trading for a more stronger confirmation. So next, we're going through we just briefly go through how we can use the RSI to trade, including the MACD and stochastic. So if let's say those who don't know what is MACD and stochastic, you may refer back to our videos in our Facebook lah. Okay, so we're going through to how to trade with RSI, including MACD and stochastic. We're very brief things. So this is the chart we get from the Frankens. Okay, different from the previous one. In this chart, you may see that I have enabled the MACD, RSI, and stochastic indicator. So where to find it? Again, you go to M plus with slide, and then you press the indicator. You enable the indicator that I mentioned over here, which is the MACD, RSI, and stochastic. These three indicators can be used together. Okay, these three indicator can be used together. Okay, we refer to the Frankens here. Okay, you see the things that I have been circled up, the blue color circle that have been circled up. Okay, first we focus on the MACD line. Okay, first step we have to do for this when we combine all the indicator. Okay, we combine all three indicators together. First, we have to make sure that MACD line and the signal line are above the zero line. Okay, the MACD line and signal line is actually above the zero line and cross each other to confirm the downtrend. So it crossed below the zero line, and to confirm the downtrend. So this is what we're saying as a reversal. So during an uptrend, it might be considered to have a downtrend when it having a MACD crossover above the zero line. So first, we have identified MACD is actually close below. So next, the RSI, okay, we focus on the RSI. We identify whether this is a confirmation for downtrend. Okay, we identify it through RSI. RSI show overbought. RSI show overbought, which means the uptrend might be weakening. Okay, the uptrend might be weakening if, let's say, it below 70. So next, we have to monitor whether the RSI stay at the overbought region and close below the 70 line for a downtrend confirmations. So what we can see from the chart is that the RSI actually at the overbought line and it crossed below the 70 and hit the 30%, which means there's a downtrend. Okay, second, we have confirmed the MACD, we have confirmed the RSI, then we confirm the stochastic as well. Okay, so stochastic line, what we can monitor is that stochastic and the RSI overbought and oversold region is actually the same. So stochastic overbought region is above the 80 and oversold region is below the 20. Okay, so stochastic line hit the K and D line. Stochastic line, which is the K and D line, cross below the overbought region and haven't hit the oversold regions, which is the 20%, which means it shows that is the downtrend still continuing. So all this signal, we can see that it's a momentum signal. It's actually a momentum signal. It's a trend signal, and it's a signal for you to exit. Okay, so all this signal when we adding up, we can see that it's actually a confirmation for us to exit. Okay, so this is what we can use for the MACD, RSI, and stochastic. So after all of this, you can see that we have made a confirmations. We can see Franken is actually going downtrends. Okay, this is what we call as a trend confirmations. It getting a lower low, lower low, and lower low. So as a conclusion for today sections, okay, RSI is actually a momentum oscillator developed in 1978. So the RSI provides technical traders with signals about bullish and bearish price of the stock momentum. So it's actually it provides you guys to provide the trader investor with a uptrend or downtrend signal. Okay, so RSI is above 70 represent the stock is overbought and below 30% represent the stock is oversold. So as we can see that RSI can be used combined with other indicator in trading for stronger confirmations. So thank you for today's sections. Thank you for you all for today's sections. If let's say you are interested to opening an account with us, you might go to the dealer code. You might go to our page and fill out the dealer code of D221. And if let's say you have anything, you may scan this QR code to contact me. Okay. Thank you everyone, and hope these sections will be very useful for you guys for your trading. If let's say you are feeling that this video is very useful, this section is very useful, please like and share our Facebook or subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you everyone, and thank you for your time. Hope you guys are very healthy, and I hope I wish you guys an earlier Chinese New Year. Thank you.